Hello everyone. Here is your homework help video for lesson 7, chapter 4. In questions 1 through 3, solve the inequality and graph the solution. We're going to divide by -3 on both sides. On the left side, we divide by -3 because -3 divided by -3 is 1, so we're left with x. Because we divide by -3, we need to flip our sign. 18 divided by -3 is -6. We'll plot our point at -6. Our circle will be filled because it's less than or equal to, and our arrow points to the left. For number 2, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal, so we'll multiply by 3 halves. 3 over 3 cancels, and 2 over 2 cancels, leaving you with D. On the right side, we'll multiply by 3 halves. 8 times 3 is 24, and 24 over 2 is 12. So D is greater than 12. Arrow pointing to the right, circle stays open. Number 3, we're going to multiply by -4 and multiply by -4. -4 over -4 cancels, leaving you with G. You did multiply or divide by a negative, so your symbol needs to flip. And -4 times 2 is -8. -8 is your value on your number line, and G is greater than or equal to, so our circle would be filled in. For questions 10 through 14, solve the two-step inequalities and graph your solutions. We're going to take away 2 from both sides. 2 minus 2 is nothing, leaving you with 3p is greater than or equal to. And -10 minus 2 is -12. Now we'll divide both sides by 3. 3 over 3 is 1, so you have p is greater than or equal to. And -12 divided by 3 is -4. So p is greater than -4. We'll plot -4. Our circle will be filled in because it's greater than or equal to, and our arrow points to the right. Number 12, we're going to add 7 to both sides. -7 plus 7 cancels, leaving you with m over 6. We haven't multiplied or divided by a negative, so we're going to leave our symbol the same. -2 plus 7 is 5. Now to isolate m, we'll multiply both sides by 6. 6 over 6 cancels, it's just leaving you with 1m. And 6 times 5 is 30. M is less than 30. Our circle will be open, and our arrow pointing to the left because it's less than. For number 14, we're going to take away 2.9 from both sides. 2.9 minus 2.9 is nothing, and you're left with -0.6r. -1.3 minus 2.9 is -4.2. Now we'll divide both sides by -0.6. -0.6 divided by -0.6 is 1, so you're just left with r. You did divide by a negative, so you must flip the sign. And 4.2 divided by 0.6 is 7, and a negative divided by negative is a positive. R is greater than or equal to 7, so your circle is filled in and your arrow points to the right. For numbers 16 and 18, we'll do the same. We'll distribute, we will simplify and solve, and then we'll graph. So first of all, let's distribute. 4w minus 24 is less than or equal to -12. We'll add 24 to both sides. -24 and plus 24, those are zero pairs or opposites, so we're just left with 4w is less than or equal to 12. We'll divide both sides by 4. 4 over 4 cancels. W is less than or equal to 3. A filled in circle because it's less than or equal to, and an arrow pointing to the left. For 18, we'll distribute the -1/4, so that's -1/4 d. And then negative 1/4 times 1 is negative 1/4. And that's all less than 2. So we'll add a fourth to both sides. Minus 1/4 and plus 1/4 cancel. So we have negative 1/4 d is less than 2 and a fourth. Let's go ahead right now and let's change 2 and 1/4 into 9/4. So we have negative 1/4 d, and now we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. 4 over 4 cancels, negative 1 over negative 1 cancels. We're going to multiply by the reciprocal on the right side, 4 over negative 1. We multiplied by a negative, so we do need to flip our sign, and then we can cross cancel. 9 over negative 1 is negative 9. So graphing it, we graph negative 9. D is greater than, so it's going to be an open circle pointing to the right. For questions 24 and 25, it says solve the inequality in graph. So now we're just asking that like terms are combined as well. So we have 9x minus 4x. So that's going to give us 5x plus 4. And then on the right side, 36 minus 12 is 24. So we'll take away 4 from both sides. Plus 4 and minus 4 are opposites, so they cancel. So we have 5x is greater than or equal to 20. And we'll divide both sides by 5. We end up with x is greater than or equal to 4. On our graph, there's 4. Our circle is filled in. X is greater than or equal to, pointing to the right. And for number 25, we have 3d minus 7d, so that's negative 4d plus 2.8. And on the right side, we have 5.8, and we're going to take away 27. So what we're really doing here is 27.0 minus 5.8. Decimal comes down. We get 21.2, and the bigger number was a negative, so that's negative 21.2. And now we'll solve from there. We're going to take away 2.8 from both sides. When we do that, make sure the decimals are lined up. On the left side, we end up with negative 4d. On the right side, we're actually going to add these. We have negative 21, and we're taking away 2 more. So we end up with, we end up with 24.0. Now we'll divide by negative 4 on both sides. Negative 4 over negative 4 cancels, because that's 1. We divided by a negative, so we flip our sign, and 24 divided by negative 4 is negative 6. So there's negative 6. D is greater than, so an open circle to the right. Number 29, a zoo does not have room to add any more tigers to an enclosure. According to regulations, the area of an enclosure must increase by 150 square feet for each additional tiger added. The zoo is able to enlarge the 450 square foot enclosure for a total area no greater than 1,000 square feet. Write and solve an inequality that represents this situation. So what we know right away is that the area can be no greater than 1,000 square feet. So let's do 1,000. And everything else is going to have to be less than or equal to 1,000. We know that the zoo is able to enlarge the 450 square foot enclosure. So we know that we already have 450 square feet taken. And they can increase it by 150 square feet per tiger. So 150t plus 450, that all has to be less than 1,000. So now let's solve. Take away 450 from both sides. Opposites cancel. 150 square feet per tiger has to be less than 550. And now let's divide both sides by 150. And now let's skip count by 150. 150, 300, 450, 600. So this is if you add 1 extra tiger, 2 extra tigers, 3 extra tigers, 4 extra tigers. Our number is going to be right in the middle somewhere, right? Because 150, if we turn this into a mixed number, we get 3 and 100 1/50ths, which is 3 and 2/3. Well, you can't exactly have 2/3 of a tiger, so here is our expression. That's A. Just to summarize, there's your expression. Here's your solution for A. Tigers has to be less than or equal to 3 and 2/3. And then B, describe the possible numbers of tigers that can be added. Explain your reasoning. You could add 1, 2, or 3 tigers. You can't add 3 and 2/3 tigers because there's no such thing as 2/3 of a tiger. And obviously you couldn't add 4 tigers because you don't have enough room.